Oh shit. It's Steve versus Lee time, baby. So, Steve versus Lee. It's not my favorite Steve matchup in the game. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm one of the few people that likes fighting Horang in this game. So it's actually Horang is my favorite Steve matchup. But Steve versus Lee, if you're a Steve main, this should be a matchup that makes you pretty fucking happy. And the reason why, and let's just get into it. I used to think that this was a really Lee-sided matchup because Lee down three is just a pain in the ass, just like how Lee matches up really well in the Mishimas because he eats electrics for breakfast because he just goes under them and launches them for it. He also eats Steve's for breakfast because 90% of Steve kits is high, and this is the biggest counter the highs in the game. Steve is very scared, or at least a smart Steve is very scared to press into Lee. At the same time, a smart Lee that understands what Lee has to offer against Lee, what Steve has to offer against Lee is scared to press into Steve because Steve, and when I get the free charm, I'm gonna lab Xiaoyu and see how Xiaoyu matches up in the lead, but Steve completely shuts down Hitman's stance. So it's you're playing Tekken 7 against Lee, and it's so fun because playing Tekken 7 is way more fun than playing Tekken 8. So let's go over the counters. Um, and let's just explain why Steve completely shuts down Hitman's stance. So the counters are it's gonna stop the Hitman follow-ups off of while running 3-2. It's gonna stop the Hitman follow-ups off of um fucking 1+2, and it's gonna stop the Hitman follow-ups of a down three that lands. It's -1 on hit. If this is just a thing for everyone, don't let don't let Lee get away with this shit. Even if it's on hit, he's minus. Fucking do a quick DF1 or some shit. But yeah, let's go into how Steve shuts down Lee. And after this, hopefully, hopefully, if you are a Steve player, you're gonna handle Lee better, right? And let's go into it. And it's very simply right weave. Sidestep into right weave. It's a micro step. It's the tiniest little sidestep because that right there. Let's go into it. This kick right there is oh wait, I think it's this one. This kick right here is going to be the easiest chance that Lee has to clipping you. It is a pretty tight window to do the micro step into weave, but you can do it, and you can get it consistent. It is a pain in the ass, but yeah, I can't even really do it too consistently, but I do hit it online all the fucking time. And when you do have the case with this, what is this even? I think this is just while running 3-2 because I didn't know the input. When you do have this shit down, you can just fully shut these. You can fully shut these ass down. So this is it, right? For Lee, even attempting to do anything out of his moves that enter Hitman on plus frames, Steve do the sidestepping and having that extra evasion and high crush with sidestep and the weave completely shuts down Hitman. Steve, you should be scared to press in the Lee. Down three can nuke you. But for the same reasons, Lee should be scared to press into you when he's plus in the Hitman. Because if he is plus in the Hitman and he mindlessly presses buttons, we put him in a 50-50. And by the way, this is just kind of like a quick thing. If you do put Lee in a 50-50 with with uh with Lion's Heart, I want you guys to just be very, very much aware of that. If you know, don't just mindlessly press, right? Especially if Lee's back is to a wall against a wall, all of a sudden you're getting fucking wall splatted. So against this situation, constantly bait it out. You know, But that's about it. Dude, it's a fun matchup. It's a fun matchup. And just be aware. Be aware. Micro step, not a full-on side step in the right weave, a micro step in the right weave, and Lee is fucking done. Like, there we go. Cool. Peace.